Alright, what's up friends? Hype! Devblog 113, Company Origins Part 1. So it is Friday the 8th Feb. Oh my word, let's get into it. So, welcome to our first Devblog of the upcoming Warriors of the North DLC. One of this expansion's major features is going to be a little thing called Company Origins. And that's what we'll be talking about this week and the next. Let's dive in. So, until now, there's been only a single way of starting out in the world of Battle Brothers. Because the game is otherwise designed for replayability, this is an area we really want to tackle with the upcoming Warriors of the North DLC, both to further improve replayability and to accommodate different playstyles. The established way of starting out in the world, your company origin, you likely know well by now. Your company is nearly wiped out by a brigand named Hoggart, and it's up to you to rebuild it. This origin remains available in the game, and it's a good way to start for new players, but it'll be just one of many possible origins to choose from. For starters, the free update coming with the DLC will introduce a second origin which immediately drops you into the world without having to deal with Hoggart. It's reminiscent of early access days, and it even has the old introductory text and music that some of you may remember. So I don't want to go through all this, that's pretty straightforward. If you want to have a read, just pause the video and go through it, but I'm familiar with that. So, the Warriors of the North DLC adds greatly to the selection of origins. Each of those comes with a flavor introduction, different starting characters, equipment, resources, and special rules for your campaign. That sounds the most interesting. Some origins change the game more than others, but most of them impact it from beginning to end. Because the game is, and always will be, fundamentally about leading a mercenary company, all origins will ultimately lead to this, but they do add new challenges, accommodate different playstyles, and provide role-playing flavor. If you own the Beasts and Exploration DLC, you'll also get a bonus origin centered around beast slaying. Let's take a closer look at two origins that the Warriors of the North DLC adds to the game. Just keep in mind that things are in active development and might still change. So, the Militia. If you prefer to overwhelm your enemies with superior numbers, or even just equal numbers in the late game, but still want a balanced game, then the Peasant Militia might be for you. It sounds like right up my alley. What started as a ragtag militia made up of anyone brave or desperate enough to volunteer for defending their homes has grown into a small army. A small army that you command, and one that needs to be fed each day. Perhaps the militia services could be rented out? So peasant armies start with a roster of 12 poorly equipped peasants, human wave, take up to 18 men into battle, and have up to 27 in your roster. Holy sh, that's awesome! The tactical opportunities for that of 18 men. That sounds so cool. I can do the bullhorn formation with 12 up front, 6 at the back, and you just run forward and make a pincer. Oh, that'll be so good at running down archers. You can give them pathfinding and what's that, adrenaline rush. So you run forward on the outside flank, adrenaline rush, run forward again, and within one turn you'll be in melee range of their archers. So dirty peasants can never hire anyone that isn't a lowborn peasant. I mean, fine, that sucks, but hell, how often do I actually hire anyone that's highborn anyway? Almost never. Oh my god, that is incredible. I have a funny feeling that they might balance that. My intuition tells me that might be a little bit too easy once you get the hang of it. But maybe not. I mean, with all those bodies on the field, it's going to cost a friggin' fortune. And you're going to have a lot of them in like no gear. So the militia starts not with 3 companions, but with a full roster of a dozen characters from various civilian backgrounds. Day tailors, farmers, butchers, millers, and the like. With these kind of people, you'll want to rely on numbers, so you'll be able to field 18 men on the field at once. I think Backstabber would be very, very useful in that then. The downside is that you'll never be able to hire any noble of high tier combat backgrounds to join your mob of angry peasants. You'll start with lower renown and crowns, but a home village that idolizes you and gives you great prices. That just makes me think of Dennis the Peasant in Quest the Holy Grail. We can go on a quest for supreme executive power, not being handed out by some moistened bint lobbing a scimitar at you. I butchered that, but yeah. That sounds so cool. Okay, the cultists. Yes, the bloody dawn, the cultists. For a different experience and some role-playing flavor, you can also start the game as a wandering cult that worships Devblog. Devblog awaits. You lead a small flock devoted to the elder god, and it's time to spread the word. Find more followers, acquire riches, and please Devblog with sacrifices. Ha 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 ha! Imagine if you put restrictions on yourself like all blunt weapons, only flails and maces. Start with a group of 3 cultists with poor equipment. More cultists can be hired for free and be found in greater numbers around the world. Ooh. Sacrifices. Devblog will occasionally demand sacrifices from you, but also bestow boons. That actually isn't so bad, because if it means you have to kill some of your guys, you will just be killing your guys who are shit. And then in the late game, once you have 12 guys who are great, you just keep like a refugee or someone in your ranks. Unless they code it so that you have to hire someone above a certain level, or you have to kill someone who's the highest level among your group. Interesting. So you'll start with 3 cultists, and more cultists will join you without any hiring fee. Cultists can be found more often in any settlement, and they may also flock to you in new events. Your god will demand sacrifices, and you'll be expected to cull the herd and give lives to Devblog in bloody rituals. Yes! For Devblog! All cultists will rejoice upon the gruesome occasion, and Devblog will bestow upon them permanent boons. Of course, anyone not a cultist in your company may have a different reaction to the proceedings. Having a special relation to your god will also make certain late-game cultist events much more likely to trigger. There'll be plenty more origins to choose from, of course. Join us again next week when we explore them in part 2 of this Devblog. I'm so excited I could just shit! I'm so going to be using the cultist background. That is right up my alley. I mean, as cool as the militia sounds and the tactical flexibility that gives you. Oh, the bloody dawn, playing as the cultists. Or Devblog's chosen from the previous campaign. Oh my word, I'm so excited. Very excited. I might have to do 2 playthroughs simultaneously, because as fun and as interesting as the cultist background is going to be, the amount of tactical flexibility and exploration that the militia is going to afford you is going to be incredible. Also, with being able to field 18 men, you can do 2 ranks of 9. Or you can do 7 at the back and 9 up front. Holy shit, you can have 5 archers at the back, a bannerman and a sergeant, and it still have 5 archers and 9 guys up front. But that's a bit traditional. Maybe you do 9 and 9 and you go for a hoplite playthrough where everybody uses throwing weapons and everybody has shield specialist and everybody uses one-handed weapons. And just rotate, 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 rotate. Oh, the possibilities are endless. Good Lord, Overhype Studios. You guys just keep outdoing yourselves. Ugh. If they keep this up, this is going to supplant XCOM 2 as my favorite game of all time. Holy shit, I can't wait. I'm so hype. Okay, so it's going to be a few months before this comes out. And in the meantime, we'll keep playing away with the Bloody Dawn. But oh my word, God, I should have a camera on me. My hands are literally shaking. I'm so excited. Ah. Thank you, Overhype. Thank you, so hype. Thanks for watching, friends. Let me know what you think in the comments, and maybe do some theory crafting on what this increased size could allow you to do with the militia. Like, you know, more ninjas, more throwing weapons. I like the idea of having the bullhead pincer maneuver with the increased numbers. And you fight at night just to nullify the enemy archers, and you charge at them and loop around. But you're going to take losses that way because you spend so much fatigue getting into frontline contact. Anyway, thanks for watching, friends. Man, this is exciting. I cannot wait. Let me know what you think, and I'm keen to hear what you guys think we can do with the tactics. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'll be back with more episodes of the Bloody Dawn playthrough, but as soon as the next Devblog releases, I'll give my immediate reaction and upload it immediately. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.